Hello, welcome everybody to Battle Pirates Crib. We're going to be talking about Bounty 27, and I think we're going to talk a little bit about crowd control. I think this is a very important TLC for a lot of people because, as we discussed before, we had an extra week when we were getting our leading into the last raid cycle. So we've basically lost 13 days. 7 days of real time and 6 days of tokens from the FM. So the extra 8 tokens that were provided, plus the extra 2 that they gave us, I think makes up a lot of that slack. So let me go ahead and introduce everybody from top to bottom. Aussie.
Good morning, everybody.
And Ben.
Hello, everyone.
And Lady Cat.
Hello.
And Magic Mike.
Happy holidays, all.
And Magic Mike, are you listening to the TV?
It is on, but I can hardly hear it. I am not now.
Okay, went away. All righty.
Okay. Surprise.
Okay. Let's go to the first. Well, we've done our happy holidays. Are you guys all happy out there? Not really a holiday person. So, bug fixes. Well, because we had the 2 updates combined into one. Mike and his, he never actually had a Volkswagen bug, but he's back there giving it the okay.
I've had a bug here and there.
Oh, you have? Okay, so maybe that is
Not a Volkswagen bug, though.
Okay.
I learned to drive on one of those.
Okay.
That must be me on the right.
Also, I have on the passenger side. Yeah.
I had a Corvair. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Alrighty. And since there's no bug fixes, let's move forward. We're in Bounty right now, which started an hour ago. Next week, I assume, is Pillage. And the following week, I assume, is the Raid. So, again, I bring it up pretty much every week. I really wish they would make these
Calendars.
Yeah, well, it was the CM diaries, the calendars that they provided for us, because there's still a TV going on. That's what had me distracted. The CM diary go from raid to raid, not just in the calendar month. So it's because now I have to speculate what's going to happen, and players have to speculate what's going to happen. So
yeah, we know how that works out.
Yeah. Dynamite, it's purely talent. Purely talent, how I'm able to do that. So let's leave it at that. And let's move on to the next slide. All right. I brought this up a little bit in the pre-show, or right at the beginning of the show, the opening. As you look, if you already have the riot, you'll see that each individual pack, including the mastery pack, has a 1-day riot build token. And we have a total of 3 plus 5. So we have 8. And so those 8 build tokens are going to come in handy because next week we should be getting Pillage. So, and Pillage, we are going to get the flag. So, there we go. Ben, it was you. You need to turn your TV down. So, and for people that haven't done it, don't have the riot, you get all this stuff, and for other people, you do get Gale 4s and explosive sync drives and other stuff each time you do the mastery round.
Have you done it yet? Okay.
I've done the first 2.
Okay. How do you do?
The first one, I got, what would I get? Like 2 hours, and I sent it to you, Mike. It was like 2.5 hours. And the second one, I forgot to go in with my suppressors, and I don't have upgraded suppressors, so I'm not really sure what happens for those that do have upgraded suppressors. But I forgot to put the suppressors. You need the suppressors in the fifth and sixth, where you can, to lower your damage, and that one gave me about 5 hours of damage. But we'll get into a little bit of improvements that I've already made in my fleet. So if you're taking a lot more damage, maybe it'll help.
Yeah, I got 4 hours, so on just the first one. The
Okay.
first two, I get 20 seconds, 30 seconds on the first two rounds through it. And the number 3 and number 4, like, whoa.
Yeah,
Okay.
5.5 on mine. First
Yeah.
prize pack.
Yeah.
Bad news.
Yeah, the first two, Ossie and I were trying to remember where targets 3 and 4 come from. Because I don't think they were in the raid. I think they were in a previous TLC.
It was a
Yeah.
big leap, though, from doing the first two to doing 3 and 4, because,
Well, 5 and 6 are easier.
well, it's good. But
Yeah.
for people that, it's hard for some of us. That's all I can say. Right, Mike?
I was quite disappointed when I got into 3 and said, "Oh crap!"
I know, I was doing so good. Instant repairing,
I said maybe prize pack 1 will be a gimme, but it wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't.
So,
Hefe, I know you're
yes.
screen sharing for Lady Cat at the moment, but
Yeah.
this was from the old Feast and Phantom the last time, which
Okay.
is the same as, I've only got the first 4, which is the same as the crowd control one.
Okay, yeah, that's
1,
target
2, 3,
1.
and 4.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, target 1 and target 2 with Silverfish, you can do, pretty much
Really?
blindfolded.
Mhm.
Blindfolded and, whatnot. So,
Yeah. 3, 4, gotcha.
Yeah,
yes.
because you're getting
Explosive.
walls popping up all there,
Yeah.
around here, over here, across there, over here.
Yeah, and you have the healing gluts, and it's hard to
There,
send the
there.
suppressor in to get rid of the gluts because there's never any room. So that's why I was always curious, like, where this one came from, because it doesn't seem to be good for the silverfish at all.
No.
Or the suppressor at least, because you can't slip your glut in there and slip your suppressor in there and kill the gluttony.
And also, if I remember correctly, the suppressor won't kill these anyway.
I thought it was only silverfish allowed in there.
I don't think it'll kill those gluttonies. I think we've tried this once before.
Okay.
And it only ever worked in the other ones, not in these ones. I'm not sure. I can't be 100%.
Okay.
Because it was a while
Yeah,
ago.
maybe it's a specific type of gluttony that they kill.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
number 4 is
Yeah.
not got a room. And again, walls pop up all over the place.
Yeah. And this one, the only secret I found with this one, those 3 on the left automatically come after you as soon as you spawn. And then that group just to the right of them, walls pop up. And they all go running, and you need to wait for some of them to come down. Then I go over to the right, kill a few. And then the gluttony, the other gluttony comes up with a bunch of ships. I basically run down and around and make a big circle, because the way that gluttony heals is pretty efficient. And I wait and just drive and drive and drive until there's a large enough space between all those ships and the gluttony, and in order to kill those ships without too much interference.
Yeah, because if you can get the ships outside these rings, that they won't heal.
Yeah.
Because they will come outside, and sometimes the gluttony will stay up because there's a wall here, an opening, and then another wall, so they can come through the center here.
Okay. Chuck, you did prize pack 1 with 1 riot, or 4 only 1 was completed?
I'd say 1 ship. I actually did that last night. I did 1 and 2 with 1 riot.
Okay.
After that, it takes quite a bit of damage after that. When you
Yeah.
get into the 3 and 4, it's taking too much damage.
I assume you could send bat rays into or razor tails into 1 and 2 and do pretty well.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that was the target. They were designed for that target, or that target was designed for bat rays and razor tails.
I scrapped my razor tails.
Oh, well, silverfish are going to be better. Silverfish will take less damage.
Then probably bat rays would take less damage. So yeah, I scrap mine as well. But what I'm saying is, you know, the fact that the riot can do it, one riot can do it, doesn't really.
1 and 2 doesn't really matter that much because you can get instant repairs if you're using silverfish anyway.
Okay, so you have 4 of them, but only 1's complete. So yeah. Okay.
Anywho,
yeah, and then we get into the 2 targets that a lot of people are used to seeing at the next step, which are
which I don't have.
Yeah, but they are targets for the silverfish and the suppressor. And once you see them, people will start to remember how to hit them, how to send the suppressor in. You're hiding behind the islands and whatnot to limit your damage. So, 3 and 4, I think are more difficult than 5 and 6. So, all right. I'm going to go back to Lady Cat.
Next slide.
I don't know. Is there anything we should reinforce besides if you want to do the next raid in 2 weeks, I would do this. The whole thing, just so you can unless you got your ships pretty much close to done, because next week we're going to be getting the flag, and I'm saving up all of my FM tokens, my chest from this week, my chest from next week. So I will have 12 days of tokens, generic tokens, in order to do the flagship. Because as we've seen, even on the first go round, having a half-built fleet of the newest one really doesn't help you. You're better off reverting back to the old one. So if you want to use the riot, I would recommend doing this.
The problem is, I need to do bounty, to do VXP, and to do
VXP.
I mean FM.
Yeah,
bounty, FM, and this. It's
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know that you need to do bounty. And how much damage are you taking hitting the 127?
Well, I've been autoing it, and then because that's I haven't had time to do much else. But I can I can try harder. Spend more time.
The 127, if you're driving, should be somewhere between 11 and 15 minutes.
Well, depending on your upgrade.
That's what I'm getting.
Yeah, but you're upgraded. I'm not.
I'm getting 22 to 25.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm only at U1 still, and I'm getting like 19 to 22, which is instant repair. I might have like 30 seconds here, 30 seconds there, so it's not really.
Well, U1's the most important, I think.
Yeah, and that's only 19 hours each, so it would have been great if people did it during the last raid. When you had to, you couldn't be dealing with your ships, or it was the raid before that, wasn't it? I forget when I took them all to U1, but alrighty. There's no upgrade token. Oh yeah, and we got you can get upgrade tokens for the riot as well.
Yeah, on the mastery round.
Yeah, you can get 5 of them.
And 3, isn't it? Isn't there in price pack 3 as well?
Kits.
Yeah, kits.
Oh no, price pack 3.
Right, kits. Upgrade kits.
The kits are there. Yeah, but
kits.
Kits. It's the tokens we need. It's the time that's so important to us right now. Time is valuable in this game. That's why people pay coin to save time.
Okay. Well, let's move on to the change I made to my silverfish, because I had a bunch of leftover tokens for the silverfish, and you were able to get more in the Krampus event. You could get another 5. If you the crucial part of this is the folded ferrite armor weight is 1250. The hydrofoil plating 2, if you have that on, also 1250. So if you have the tokens available, you're gaining almost 3 times the survival. You're doubling your armor points. You're losing 2 evade, but that's diminishing returns as far as the way that's calculated. It's helpful as far as completing this TLC. So hopefully nobody has a 7-day build going on, and the tokens were pretty easily available. This is going to help your ability to do the this TLC by
Question.
What?
So I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask a Mike question. Is this the 70 million armor, the F2 CTX?
Yes.
Okay, because I have not picked up any of those.
Well, you only need to pick up 1. It's not limited.
I know, but I got to get to 70 million. I've been getting the limiteds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, if you have it, I would recommend a bunch of extra tokens. I would recommend throwing these on. It's 1 for 1 as far as weight. There's some other changes you can make, like on some of my ships, for some reason I had a 3rd countermeasure, and 3rd countermeasure is quite light. I put the concussive battery on there for the additional damage and the 1800 splash damage reduction, and the 30% concussive damage increase. So if you have a whole bunch of extra tokens, and I'm not sure what the best build is, but I would recommend everybody take a good look at doing this. So
that's a good tip. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
For those people that can take advantage of this.
Yeah. Well,
countermeasures, you think you only need 2? 1 of each?
I'm going with my old build. I just had 1 Comrade and 1 Gale 4.
Okay.
And then I was swapping out the rest of it. Yep. Good idea. We lost Ben. So
I had 2 comrades. I think I'm going to put another weapon on there instead.
Okay. Well, but what I'm saying is, if you have 3 countermeasures, which I'm not sure is the best solution, but if you have 3 countermeasures, you can swap out the armor special, which is only giving you like 1400. And once you put these specials in, each one of these armors in, each one of these armors is taking care of that, whatever it is. And then you're adding 30% more concussive damage, and I think it's like 1860 splash damage reduction. It feels like a better solution, but I'm not. I haven't had a chance to compare or contrast or anything like that.
Okay. I'm doing a 127 at the moment.
Okay.
It's up to you.
Okay. We've done the 120. I do it with waypoints, and you do it a different way than I.
Yeah.
I really like this target because it takes me about a minute and a half. I do most of it on waypoints, and it's instant repair in the base, even with U1 upgrade 1 ships. So, because I put in waypoints 2 times, and then I'm done.
Yeah, I've actually been doing halfway decent in it. Actually, 1 or 2 minutes off the map to repair and back out again, and it's not bad.
Okay. Yeah, Odyssey doesn't trust the waypoints.
I use them a
They
couple of
go-
times.
They go funny sometimes. So,
Yeah.
My fleet kind of gets stuck over there in the right-hand lower corner there when you're hitting those mortars,
one?
and then when you're
This
making
corner
the
down
turn,
there?
it'll bump up against the wall, and
Yeah, go into
I
here.
watch that.
Click into here, into that spot,
That's it.
Yeah.
and then
It-
click over
okay,
here.
I click down
So-
another half an inch, and that's the problem.
So I go a
Okay.
little bit further, so that way when the mortars drop, they drop back here, and I'm over here, and then I target that one,
Okay, that's the
and then I
problem.
target this one, so it's not targeting this one behind the wall, behind the mountain.
I target just up a little higher, I guess, and I won't have that problem.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good.
So 12 minutes.
12 minutes.
Before
It's got to be your build has got to be different.
Well, he's at U3 though.
Yeah.
Oh, everywhere? Okay.
No, except for
I got
one.
2 at
Number
U3,
5.
2 at U2, and 1 at U1. Or no, 3 at U1 and 2 at U.
That one there is not U3. The rest are.
Okay.
Shit, I have to look.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see what's next. All right, Bounty 27. We have a turret special, which we'll get into more detail. I think they're called tactical specials. Other 2 new prizes, and we have another. It started an hour and 23 minutes ago, so we have 22 hours left. 22 hours and change left of bounty Kixeye employee bases, and then we go to the shipwrecks, and
Also,
I don't know.
redemption.
We were gonna have Ben hit Half Centaur's base, but he disappeared, so I'm not really sure. Half Centaur always has a original but deeply flawed base design. If you look at it once or twice, or once, you can figure out how to solve it. But it's amusing. I don't know if anybody decides they.
I got a basic unranked set of breachers that are unfitted set of breachers that I dealt with.
Yeah, but well, I don't know. Ben was going to hit it, but I'm not sure what happened to him. So
He had right fleet for it too.
Gets showed up.
Yeah. Oh, it's the Popo. I'm just kidding. Okay. All right. Well, if
I could do it, but it wouldn't be pretty.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. You don't want to hit it, Aussie, or are you still repairing other things? Because you more have the ships for it.
See if I can find one.
Hello. Okay.
Hello.
Hello. I said, did you want to hit it, or did you want to hit one, or no?
No, I'm not. I don't even know if I'm going to do it yet. So, it's not my
Okay. All right. Well, you could, hit it and not join, but
Yeah, but
I'm looking for one. I'll see. As long as everybody doesn't laugh, I might go in the show.
okay.
yeah, I don't know what happened then. My internet sort of locked up. I don't know what happened. I couldn't do anything.
Okay.
That's why I couldn't hear anything.
Okay. Well, let's go to the next slide while Mike is looking for one. And main 2 things are the Venator warhead and the Iron Storm's accelerator. And when the last one's limited, so let's see what's going next. It's very similar but better to some of the ballistic turret specials that we've seen past. It takes your plus 13, I think, if you're RD 30. That's another 25. And as opposed to just doing plus 100 damage, you're doing plus 240. So you're adding 140%, which is quite good. And I think I updated this slide. Do you mind refreshing, Lady Cat?
F what for refresh?
F5.
F5. Yeah, because there it was.
Okay.
There we go. And this is intended for the Stormbringer missile. So that damage goes from 340, and so you're doubling it twice, and then you're doing 240. So it's and you're adding the chances up. So it's, people didn't like it because of the short range and the limited accuracy, but they've really upped the damage with this change as far as damage over deflection. So I'm not planning to do bounty, but it brings new life to the Stormbringer.
Do you think it's worth doing bounty for those of us that are willing to tolerate the pain?
Sometimes things don't work out as the blueprints show, and I have not seen anything, obviously, because bounty started about the same time as the show did.
So yeah.
So yeah,
I found one, but it looks like it could be ugly.
well, do you want to share
I try it.
or just cry into the microphone as you die?
Well, I mean, just so you know, it's going to be ugly. I mean, it's partially hit.
Well, no, we don't want to have that's partially hit. Find
Okay, I mean, everything's there. It's partially hit. I have to find a fresh one then. I just noticed there's some damage in it.
Okay. Yeah, I would find a fresh one just
I'll look
first.
some more.
Understand what it looks like. All right.
No, it's killed in it. It's just partially dead. Okay.
All
There
right.
you go. You can put me on present.
Okay.
That's the target.
Okay. And I'll So we have.
What I should have done. Hang on. Take me present a minute. I'm going to go
Okay.
and find one. And I'll put my gluttony in there. Hang on.
Okay, I found one. Let's see what happens here. Oh,
Okay.
shit. Damn it.
How many heavy turrets are we allowed to have?
8.
Okay. Okay.
Just
Well,
hang on
you're
a
not.
sec, Mike.
Yeah. We
I lost it because I was in the other one, and when I went back to get
hang on a
out,
second.
then I lost it.
Just put me on present again.
Okay.
Yeah, just over
Are you going to do one, Aussie, or what?
No, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to show
Okay.
you the target and which way all the turrets are facing. That would probably be a good idea, wouldn't it?
Okay.
So, I'm going to be in there for, what, a minute or so.
I'll find this thing again. It's not going to be that big a deal.
Oh, this one's been hit. All right, I'll go find another one. Hang on.
I had one. Should have bookmarked it. Dumbass. Okay, here we go.
This one. Just so you can see which way all the turrets are facing.
Okay.
Well, they're all facing the opening.
Over here. I think I've come in the wrong spot, but anyway.
Yeah, like I said, they're all tragically flawed, but if you're not paying attention, they're quite powerful. Sort of when he had the. When he had the.
What is it?
Why are they partially killing this?
There's more than one level 100 Kickside base because this one looks completely different than the last one I looked at.
Well, that one's definitely have centaurs that he keeps on showing.
There's 5 ones.
Because
The one I was
it's
looking at-
tragically flawed. Which they all are. But if you're just stupid and want to bum rush it, it's highly deadly, but incredibly flawed at the same time. Because you could take out all the supports without even getting fired upon. Yeah.
Well, apart from
that's the way half centaur works.
the Houndmaster.
Here's another one. We'll see what it is.
Okay. You realize you're not screen sharing though, Mike, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't make any sense to at the moment.
Okay.
But I can.
Well, I'm just saying I'm not. I'm not switching.
Oh shoot! Somebody's here.
Alrighty.
No, it's just the dog's having a hissy.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go back to Lady Cat. Aussie, let me know when you find something, and then we can go to that.
Okay, I got a clean one.
Okay. Well, you gotta.
I'll screen share and we'll see if that's the right one. I guess.
All right. So what does everybody? The special looks decent because it's really greatly increasing the. Right.
Right.
Well, no. Let's. Is there any buildings on the outside? No. This is level 100 kicksite base.
Kick site.
He only has 5 directional or 5. I don't know whose this is.
This one doesn't look like it's going to be walk in the park.
Yeah, it doesn't look like half centaur though. The other one looked like half centaur.
The other one? Okay, let me go out and look and see if I can find that other one because that other one did look a lot easier than this one.
Okay. All right. Any thoughts on the turret special and whether you want to use the Stormbringer versus something else? And the big reason that they use this is it does not increase the damage of the new UAV turret. So because it's missile,
Okay, it's right next door. I got one.
As opposed to penetrative. So
okay, I think I found it.
Okay, and Lady Cat, you want to go to the next slide, and I'll see if once Magic Mike gets.
I'm entering it now from a different position, different angle. There are buildings around the outside.
Okay, this is the one that looks like him. I think what he wanted to do was to. No, well, okay, well.
You want me to stay in it? Okay, I'll go back in.
Yeah, I think the idea is that you hide and show the direction. What Ozzy's trying to do, he's trying to find one like that and show the direction of the turrets.
Okay,
and basically, and that'll let us know how to kill it.
Let's see if I can get into a safe spot, which I don't know if I can.
All right. Okay. All right. See, mouse over the outside directional turrets first. Okay. See how they're going inside. Okay. Inside. Okay. And then, so the idea would be that you go around the outside, kill all those.
Do you want me to do it?
If you want to, but
No,
it seems.
Are you ready? I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah. But the whole idea is the fact that you're not even going to take any damage killing these. That's what I mean. They're always tragically flawed, but they're,
This is a very basic fleet, so I mean, it's.
Well, it's going to kill the empty. Nothing's firing at you.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, you just need to keep moving for the Houndmaster. And normally the big exploit on his, like I said, I don't know if you have the ships for it, but the big exploit that you normally see on House Centaurs is if if you retreat, you get the recharge taken care of and whatnot, and yeah, and there we go. And you still have that one ship, or you still have that one turret on the top left.
Okay. Oh, something's hurting me already.
Well, it must be the Houndmaster, but I guess you're too slow. Because that's the only thing that I could see that's, well...
Some UAVs are coming out here.
Oh yeah. You need to go back the other way on that one. Okay, that's... yeah, because you're going too close. So, all right. Some people saw how these
I
were...
can see what's going on anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're still going through a lot of the directional turret stuff.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
Out of the way.
It's because if the Aegon started at the top,
way.
went to the right, and then came back and went to the left, I don't think much would have been firing it. Well, no, there's one that's still firing.
There's one that's still at.
So,
yeah, they've got them all around.
Yeah. So, all right. Are you still going to continue with this one, or what's your...
Yeah, doesn't matter either way. I can go till I'm dead, or I can...
Yeah, I'm not sure how far you're...
It's not going to matter.
Well,
when it's stopping, you just tell me and I'll stop. So.
Well, if you're going to try it, I would recommend retreating, because the not the Gorgons, not the Houndmaster. What's the other one?
It's my fleet's half dead. I'm not gonna.
Okay.
I'll try it if you want. I just won't.
No. I'm saying retreat because
just get the hell out is what you're saying. Okay.
No, that's not what I was saying. But what I was saying was because I can't remember the ship, the name of the ship at this point, but it builds up and I said enter at the other side. So no, it's all good. We don't need to walk through this.
Okay.
All right. Now we have a tactical special called the Iron Storm Accelerator. You can fit this on warehouses. I'm not sure there's that much else you can fit this on. Is there? Anybody else there?
Yeah, no, I'm not sure what it can go on.
Yeah, it's the main thing I find interesting with it is it, it makes certain turrets that are within the 50 range of where your warehouse or whatnot that you can fit this on immune to pinches. So that can't be pinched, or any ship effects that would slow or stun them. Because accuracy plus 10%. What?
That would be great. Just that right there.
Yeah, and the accuracy of 10%, probably with the CMs, would be helpful. Projectile speed 30%. It's all good. This is a limited special. You can claim up to 3 of them, range of 50. And I don't know. So that's out there. And any thoughts on this one? Anybody else?
Yeah, it's definitely a good one to get, I think. If I was going to do it, that'd be pretty much the only thing be worth doing it for me anyway.
Okay.
I may go for it. I don't know.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, let's see what's next. We have the Sweater Kickside group from Canada, and then we have the next one. So I don't know. Everybody decide which one you like better and go from there. So yeah.
Oh,
We did. we did a lot of photoshopping to get this one done. The other one, this one's, we're not sure where this took place, but I haven't zoomed in on enough to see what those like. There's the paintings, but what are the placards, on the wall? I don't know. What?
I think it's soldiers.
What, the paintings across the top?
Yeah,
but the thing was the white. Also the white.
It's people. It's photos.
Yeah,
of people.
People. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty.
Well, we'll have to. Somebody ask where this photo was taken. Maybe that can be the next leaderboard prize. Is a trip to this room.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I'm not sure who's on there. Damnation wonders if they're the top coiners, but yeah, we will have to see.
We'll have to see where their heads show up again someday.
Yeah.
Games.
Yeah, and I don't know where you could get a Canadian paratroopers pillow. I'm not really sure where that where you come across that. So I think that's the end of the slides. It's 7:43. Does anybody have much else to say at this point?
I don't.
No.
Okay. Well, if nobody has much else to say, I am going to put an invite in case anybody would like to join the after show into the right-hand side. And I don't know. I'm not even sure because normally we do a show tomorrow. I'm not sure what I would do it about. It's open mic. So I don't know. Might be a short show. I guess I should do it anyways just in case people want to participate.
You're really going to have to rephrase that.
Which part? If people want to participate. What? Open mic? Well, yeah. Well, I don't know.
It's not open magic, Mike.
There you go.
We can let Mike host it, and then we could call it the Magic Mike Show.
That'd be fun. Stutterama.
You don't stutter. It's just
yeah.
Okay. Well, hope everybody had a good Christmas, and maybe we'll see you tomorrow. And I don't know. I guess I'm going to probably have to delay the New Year's Eve show. I mean, the calendar is sort of. Oh, that's New Year's Day. So yeah, we'll have that show. So
you might have that
show. Be fun with Magic Mike and company. Boy, we'd share that one.
Yeah, that would be.
Hang on, gotta go. Hang on.
Okay. All right, everybody. Links to the right-hand side if you'd like to join. If not, we will see you tomorrow and see y'all later.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, everybody. Happy.